Hello and welcome to this pick a card reading about the new moon in Libra that will be happening from October the 8th to October the 9th. So this new moon is all about transforming your relationships. This could be romantic relationships or business partnerships, but it could also just be any type of relationship that you have with people or with yourself. It can also be about bringing balance, peace, and justice to your life. So this reading is going to go into how this new moon will affect you, what kind of things you can expect to experience in this period of time, and also how you can work with these moon energies to your best advantage, how you can take advantage of these energies, and what the moon has to teach you, and the messages it has for you this new moon in Libra. So we have 3 piles here for you to choose from. This first pile has celestite as the crystal. The second pile is blue aura quartz. And the third pile is sodalite. So just take a deep breath and choose whichever pile you're drawn to the most. And we'll start with pile 1. So we have the 9 of Wands, the 8 of Swords, Justice, Mother of Wands, Imrama, and the ever unfolding Rose. Try to get all of this so you can see it all. So it looks like you've been faced with a setback. Maybe you're feeling trapped in a difficult situation. You've got some challenge that you're trying to work through, and it seems like you've got so many obstacles that are coming up against you, and everything just seems so stressful and overwhelming at the moment. You might be feeling powerless. You might be feeling like you're doing lots of things, but they're not getting rewarded, and no matter how much effort you put in, you don't seem to be getting the rewards out of that. So you might be feeling really on guard and defensive. And this new moon is telling you to keep growing and keep standing up for yourself and really be brave and resilient and keep doing the right thing, keep doing what you're called to be doing. So Libra is all about justice, so this new moon will bring you justice in your life, and it will it's here to reassure you that you'll get what you deserve. You'll be rewarded for your efforts, but you can't be rewarded if you don't put in those efforts to begin with. So make sure you keep putting yourself out there in a positive way. So this card says, what are you being called to journey to? So in life we often don't know where we're going. We don't have a map, we can't see what's going to happen. But our soul will guide us in the right direction, and we just have to have faith in that. Faith that we're going in the right direction. And this card might be calling you to journal about your journey so far and how you see your future, and just think really deeply about your ancestors, about your childhood, about your past, about your spirituality, about what you feel called to do. Then we've got the ever unfolding Rose. Cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. So this is about keeping your heart open. Even though you feel like closing it, you're feeling on guard, you're feeling defensive, the last thing you feel like doing is opening up your heart and trusting in the universe. But it's the only way you're going to get somewhere, and that's what this moon is trying to call you to do. And you can see the difficult times as a blessing or an opportunity. Even though it's obviously a huge struggle, it doesn't feel like a blessing at the moment, but one day you might look back on this time and you'll see it as a really important moment on your life journey. And so this difficult part is a really integral part of your soul journey. And this reading is a confirmation that it's happening for a reason. It's probably not clear what the reason is right now, but you will find that reason in the future. Or there's a possibility that you'll never comprehend why, but just know, have faith that it is a blessing and it is happening for a reason, even if it's not clear to you what that reason is. And this time of challenge and confusion and stress is temporary. So don't quit, don't give up. Stay open to the opportunities, keep fighting for justice, keep fighting for yourself, no matter how difficult that might seem right now. And also just make sure you take time to take care of yourself. Be gentle with yourself. You might be a bit vulnerable at this time, so just don't beat yourself up. That'll only get in the way of justice being served. You can't advocate for yourself or for justice when you're stressed out and when you're beating yourself up. So this could manifest in a lot of different areas of life. It could manifest in your relationships, since this is Libra, but it could also just manifest in any areas of life depending on your situation. So it could be a career thing. So yeah, let me know if this resonated with you or if it didn't resonate, and don't forget to subscribe so you can see my videos in the future. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a lovely new moon. Okay, now on to the second pile. We've got the Star, the Hanged Man, the Devil, the Six of Wands, the Great Gathering, and Share Your Voice. So there's definitely a big theme about, I think, sharing your voice. That card really sums up this whole thing. You've got a majority of major arcana cards, which means that these are probably important themes that you've been working through your whole life and you'll continue to work through, not just in this moon period. There's a possibility that you could be a Libra, or you could have some strong Libra energies in your chart. So this is a lot about working on your self-esteem and your confidence, and it's also about sharing and generosity. So no matter it, I feel like you've had difficulty speaking up in the past. You've had difficulty with confidence, and this is just urging you to share your voice and let yourself be seen, even if this is probably something that's really difficult for you, something you've really struggled with your whole life. And it's something you really need to work on, especially over this new moon period. You might make a lot of progress in that area. So you may have had difficulty finding a group of people where you belong. This may be a bit of a sore spot for you, and I think this card is really saying that just as much as you're searching for a group of people that you belong to, they're searching for you as well. And so you need to put yourself out there so that you can find them and you can find each other. And this can't happen unless you put yourself out there and you share your voice. So you might be called to, over this period, do some creative expression, just as an exercise to release your voice and open up your throat chakra so that you can put yourself in a better state of mind to put yourself out there. This is really saying that you have a really unique and valuable voice and perspective. You know that no one else in existence has the same voice and perspective as you. So don't hold it back thinking that you don't have anything important to say or that no one wants to hear you. Because your voice is important, and it is important that you're heard. And even if you're having struggles with the people around you, if the people in your immediate circle undervalue you, there are people somewhere out there who get you, who understand you, who would be fascinated by what you have to share. And if you don't speak up and put yourself out there, you're throwing away that chance to find those people. And you're also letting down the world a bit because you're not allowing people to experience like the majesty of who you are. And you also never know if something you do or say influences someone for the better. So I know that lots of people have touched my life and they would never know that they have. They might even not know who I am. So you might have similar experiences where other people have touched your life and you never let them know. So you never know if sharing yourself helps other people. And they've just never had a chance to tell you how you've helped them out in some way that you could never have imagined that you have. And so that could have happened in the past. It could happen over this period of the new moon. It could happen in the future. So keep putting yourself out there because you deserve to put yourself out there and the world deserves to hear you. So it's really about being generous, about sharing yourself and being confident. So you're going to have to let go of all of your worries. You're going to have to be vulnerable. You'll have to accept yourself for exactly how you are in this present moment. And not be thinking, I'll speak up when I've got these experiences or this expertise. Because you do have valuable things to say right now. And you are worthy just as you are. And you don't need to qualify that. So this will also be a time where you need to challenge your perspectives on yourself and your worth, and challenge all of the negative thoughts that you have about yourself. And think, is that really true? Maybe you'll want to write a list of all of the things that you're proud of, or all of the things that you like about yourself, all of the things that you've achieved, so that you can remind yourself that you actually are worthy, and remind yourself of all of these accomplishments that you have and what makes you great. And it's really important that you break those destructive patterns, stop self-sabotaging, stop berating yourself, stop giving away your power to other people, and just empower yourself and free your voice. So this change in attitude will transform your relationships with others, with yourself, and with the world. So it's really important. It's a really important period of time. It's a really important period of time for you, this new moon period. So good luck with that. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, let me know in the comments. And if you want to see more pick a card readings like this in the future, then subscribe. Okay, on to pile 3. So we've got the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, the Father of Cups, Mirror, who or what is triggering you, the initiation, rite of passage, you're going somewhere sacred. And pillar of light, your vibration is rising, you are the oracle. So this is really interesting because you've got 3 court cards and they're surrounding this 3 of Pentacles, which is about teamwork, collaboration, feedback. So it looks like these might be 3 figures around you that you're working with. This seems to be more of a professional relationship. There could be people around you in your career, in people you work with. It could be study related, maybe people you're doing a group project with. So first we've got the Knight of Cups, who is a charming character, probably emotional, a bit moody, imaginative, maybe poetic, maybe melodramatic. Then we've got the Queen of Wands, who's someone who's outgoing, really bubbly, enthusiastic, confident, energetic. Then we've got the Father of Cups, who's level-headed, wise, caring, supportive, diplomatic. So maybe you can recognize these characters in your own life. They could also represent different sides of yourself. So maybe you see these aspects of aspects in your personality. Maybe you see some of these traits in yourself. And maybe it's possible that it's both. It could be people outside of yourself that make you realize personality traits within you. So this card, Mirror, who or what is triggering you. So think about if any of these people are triggering an emotional response in you when you're around them. So maybe there are people you really admire and put up on a pedestal. Maybe there are people you're envious or jealous of. Maybe some of them you really hate. Maybe some of them make you angry. Maybe they make you feel ashamed or embarrassed. Take note of how you feel around them and what sort of reactions they bring out in you. What is it about these personalities that bother you? And then ask yourself what this has to teach you about yourself, and ask yourself what that's mirroring in you. So maybe there's one of these people you admire for certain character traits that you think that you don't have in yourself and you wish that you had. But maybe when you dig a bit deeper, you realize that you had those traits in you all along, and they've just been suppressed for some reason. Maybe there's someone that you really hate. There's something that they do, some part of their character that really bugs you. And then when you think about it more, it bugs you because you're that way. You have those traits, but you've suppressed them because you think that they're bad or negative. So these are the types of things that this moon in Libra is really trying to push you to explore. Now, this could be really scary, digging down this deep, and you might be afraid to take that plunge into the shadows of your soul. But you'll find that even though it's really scary at first, it's much better on the other side, and your hard work will pay off in the end. And this could pay off with more feelings of, you might feel more at peace with yourself, you might have a better relationship with yourself, be able to cultivate more self-love. You could have better relationships with other people. This could play out really well in your personal relationships. Once you explore your own self then you're less likely to have these emotionally charged reactions to other people, and you can come at things from more of a calm point of view. And this could really help with your relationships. So this card kind of suggests it's more talking about the putting people on pedestals. So you might be relying on a certain person's feedback and thinking that they're better than you and putting them above yourself. So it's a really good thing to take into account others' feedback and get support and look up to people and use them as a role model. But it's important not to position yourself as lower than them, because we're all equal. And so you don't need to sacrifice your own self-worth, your own ideas and feelings and opinions just because you feel like you're not as worthy as them. And it might be... So a way to look at it is that it's useful to get other people's help to bring your own inner wisdom and guidance out of you, and other people can help you tap into your own wisdom. But in the end, it is your own wisdom, and you're the one in charge of that. You're the one in charge of your destiny and decisions. And so you need to give yourself some credit and think of yourself as equal to other people. No one's better than you. And no one's worse than you as well. So this new moon in Libra time is a time where you really challenge your perspectives of other people, you challenge your perspectives of yourself, and that will transform your relationships, and you'll be making lots of strides in your personal relationships and improving your relationships with others. So I hope that was helpful. Let me know if that resonated with you, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe so that you can get more content in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great new moon in Libra.